What is up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well today. As you guys can tell by today's video title, today we have another video where I'm going to be trying out unrealistic dresses from TEMU. If you guys are new here and you guys haven't seen my face before, hi, I'm Roxy. Welcome to my channel. If you guys want to stick around, be sure to subscribe down below. I've done a video like this quite a few times on my channel already, so if you guys haven't seen those, I'll link them all in the eye right there. But basically the gist of it is that I'm going to be trying out super inexpensive dresses that look like they should be way more money, which is where the word unrealistic comes in, because these are just way too cheap to be looking like that. But anyways, if you guys want to see what dresses we're going to be trying out today, then without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so here I have my bag of goodies. I have ordered 6 dresses for this video. Alright, so first things first, we're going to be trying out this dress right here, and as you can see, this is a very bougie looking kind of nighttime dress. It's totally giving me all the Chanel vibes because of the color blocking of the white and the black, and especially the bow. Something tells me that the listing photo that they used on TEMU is probably like a dress from another brand and they just tried to copy it and recreate it, because this dress cost me £19 and it came looking like this. I just don't know what to expect here. I have high hopes because, you know, £19 is a lot more than the average dress on TEMU. So I'm hoping, you know, there's gonna be a little something to this dress. Alright, here it is. This is what it looks like. So first up, we have the white bow, which is very crinkled, so I'm gonna have to steam it. The dress itself is made of like a satin fabric, which is very prone to creasing, as you can see. The straps on this are adjustable, which is good, and on the inside, this is what the dress looks like, so that's kind of like how it's constructed. It does have a mahoosive slit at the bottom, just like the listing did, so I'm really keen to see what this will look like on. It does also have a zipper in the back. It's got a little bit of like an elasticated sort of band at the back. Quality-wise, I wouldn't say this is amazing, but it's also not the worst I've seen, so let's go try it on and see how it fits. Alright guys, so here's the first dress and what it looks like on. I have to say, it's actually not that bad. After I've steamed it, the fabric definitely looks a lot more like put together and just a little bit more expensive. The bow is really nice. It seems to stand on its own. It doesn't seem to be like flopping around or anything, so it's quite rigid. The only thing that I don't love is the fit of the dress. I feel like there's a little bit of like bagginess around this area, and I don't know if it looks that flattering on me. Also, the cutout that seems to be underneath this bow seems to be a little bit off center, which is kind of bothering me. I do really like the length of the dress. It does seem to go quite far down. It's quite a long dress and it has that really nice slit on the side. I feel like this type of dress with this sort of like bow design would have been way more money on another website. With how affordable this dress was, I do feel like you could buy it and then tailor it to fit your own body. So if I wanted to, I could take it in the waist and it would just be so much better. But as it stands, I think on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give this like a 6 out of 10. Moving right along, let's mess around with some color. So I saw this dress right here and it really caught my eye, despite the fact that I don't ever wear green. It's a maxi dress with like a super exposing cutout under the bust area. The fabric on this is really interesting. It's kind of like a gradient from light to dark, and it has this really great big cutout right under the bust, which I have a feeling is gonna be quite exposing, but I guess we'll see. This dress only cost me $12.99, so let's see what this is made of. Ooh, okay, here it is. Okay, so here is the dress. First things first, this is what the front looks like. Is that the front or the back? I can't even tell. Okay, yeah, I think this is the front, so it kind of sits halter neck, and then this area here is just this great big cutout, which is a window into your breasts. If this is your first time on my channel, I definitely do not wear revealing clothing like this, so this is very much out of my comfort zone. But anyways, let's talk about the fabric. So the fabric has this really cool gradient effect, which is very seamless actually. I wasn't expecting that. It goes from a super light green all the way down to this dark green at the bottom, which I think is so sick. It has a little slit at the bottom, and in general the fabric is okay, but it's definitely made of that like super cheapish kind of polyester fabric. Although I have to say, it is going to be quite stretchy, so who knows, maybe it'll be okay. This dress is also completely backless on the back, as you can see. It then has like this bottom ruching right across your butt, which I guess can be quite flattering. I'm just a little bit worried at how low the backless part is. is, it might literally be showing the top of your butt crack. But I mean, for £12, this is an okay dress, I would say. So let's pop it on and see how it looks. All right, so here is the green dress and what it looks like on. Like I said, this was just gonna be way too revealing, so I did put on a little bandeau that's skin colored underneath, just so that I don't flash you guys. But honestly, this dress is really, really nice. If you're not too bothered about showing too much skin, especially in the breast region, then I would 100% go for this dress because it is really nicely fitted. I really love the gradient of this fabric. I feel like that's what makes this dress super interesting to me. I do wish they made this version without like this massive cutout. It would have been so much better. The length of this dress is quite long. It goes down to my ankle and I really, really like the shape of it. I do feel like the fabric is a little bit see-through just because I can definitely see like the outline of my underwear. So if you were to wear this, you definitely need some seamless underwear. Personally, this is as seamless as it gets for my underwear, so I don't know what else I could do. So this is the front of the dress and then this is the back. I personally really like the back. I feel like it looks super flattering on the butt. I also like this little strap that kind of holds the dress together. If I wasn't wearing the bandeau, this would have looked really nice on the back. Let me know what you guys think of this one. It's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone, but I'm liking it. I love the color, so I'm gonna give this like an 8 out of 10. Moving on to the next dress, we're now going to be trying out this one right here. This one I am probably the most excited about out of this whole video because it just looked so stunning in the picture. This dress genuinely looked like it could have low-key been like a wedding dress or something. So here it is. This dress cost me £20, so let's crack it open and see what it's like. Okay, right away, the fabric feels nice. It doesn't look that expensive because it's very creased, but it's actually a really nice satin fabric. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? All right, so first we have the top area, which has these like self-tying straps around the halter neck. It then has this thing here, which I have no idea what to do with, because it doesn't have a clasp. It just has these little holes. I'm guessing you're supposed to loop these things through here and kind of like tie it at the back. The thing that I really loved about this dress is these little dangly things. They're like little charms that look like seashells, but they're gold. I absolutely love that little touch. I just feel like it gives it a little something something. As you can see, the dress is then attached to the skirt part of it, which is just literally hanging on by this tiny bit of fabric. It's then a pretty standard sort of skirt that kind of, you know, cinches in at the waist and then fans out towards the bottom. Honestly, I love the look of this. This definitely needs a good steam because look how creased it is. But once it's steamed, I have a feeling this is going to be a pretty good one. So let's go try it on and see how it looks. All right, guys. So here is the white little number. Oh my gosh, I'm actually in love with this. It is so nicely fitted literally everywhere. Like the cups are amazing. They actually have padding inside. I love the placement of the cutouts. It's just so well placed. It's really flattering. The lines right here definitely give that optical illusion of like a slender waist, so I'm really liking it. Also, the skirt of the dress has so much volume. It's super, super flowy, and I just love it so much after I've steamed it. This just goes to show, if you buy something online and you hate it, just steam it. Give it a chance because 9 times out of 10, it's gonna look way better steamed. I also love the dangly little bits right here. It just gives like a nice little beachy sort of touch. I feel like this would be such an amazing like holiday dress. Also, this is what it looks like on the back. Obviously, you have to tie it in the back, so I've just crisscrossed it. I'm honestly so in love with this dress. I just feel like it looks so much more expensive than it was, and it definitely matches the picture. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I feel like this definitely deserves a 10. It has exceeded my expectations. Okay, moving on to the next dress. We're now going to be trying out another little black number. This time, this dress was £14, and this is how it has arrived. I really, really liked the look of this dress on the website because of like the patterns and the mesh and the cutouts. Here it is. This is it. Oh, it feels quite nice actually. It's gonna be really hard to show this on camera, I have a feeling, but this is the dress. So it's got these little straps that are made of like a mesh kind of fabric. They're attached to the top by these little like round metal hoops. The top is then basically like a bandeau with a cutout right underneath it. It also has a little bardo sleeve that's made of the exact same mesh fabric. We then have this area of the dress, which is basically kind of like a corset looking section. This isn't actually made of boning or anything, but it kind of looks like it is. The dress then continues down and it kind of looks like you're wearing like a bikini bottom, like a super high-waisted bikini bottom. I feel like at a first glance, it does look kind of weird because of the shape that it kind of makes on the front of the dress, but I just thought this looked so cool, so let's go try it on and see what it's like. Okay, so here is the black dress. I'm sorry, but this dress is great. Again, I wasn't really expecting much based on the price, but it actually is so nice. It's so well fitted and it's really comfortable. First thing I have to say is the sleeves. These sleeves are amazing. They're really, really tight around the top, but not to the point where it's like blocking off my circulation. But I definitely feel like these are tight enough that they wouldn't like lower down after wearing them, because I hate that. I didn't even realize, but the sleeves actually have thumb holes, so that makes it even better. The actual straps, like I said, are the mesh ones, but I didn't realize they also have like a secondary strap that is just like a thin sort of string. Now, when it comes to the bust area, I would say this area here is definitely the bit that I'm a little bit struggling with. I'm finding it hard to actually fit into, just because I feel like either I cover the top or I cover the bottom. You can't have it both ways. So I'm having to stand really, really still right now so that I don't flash you guys, because honestly, if I move, I feel like I'm gonna get all the under boob. Apart from this area, I do really love the rest of the dress. The skirt is very nicely fitted. I love the pattern on it, and I love this tiny little cutout at the bottom of the bust area. It just gives it a little bit of something and it kind of breaks up the dress a bit. So honestly, if it wasn't for how thin this little bandeau area is, I would have totally given this a 10 out of 10, but because it doesn't quite fit me, I'm gonna have to say this is like an 8 out of 10. All right, moving on to the next dress. We're now gonna be trying out this little pink number, and honestly, I have tried a few dresses like this, and to be honest, they've always been a bit of a flop, so I guess we'll see what this particular one is like. It's a one shoulder backless ring link kind of dress. It was £14, and it has that like super drapey back, which I feel like is super on trend right now. Let's have a look. Okay. This is it. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, this is very confusing because look at this. What is going on here? Like, why is it just one long piece of fabric? Judging by the seam, I think this is what the neckline is like. And then this strap here, you're supposed to kind of like wrap it around however you please. This dress is pretty plain on the front, but the back is kind of interesting because it has this like ruching on the butt. It then has this built-in metal hoop, which I'm guessing you're supposed to use with like the tie thing to kind of like, you know, secure it into place against this loop. I'm gonna have to look at the photo up close again to see exactly how they tied it. But yeah, it's a pretty simple dress. I guess the main event is definitely the back with this ruche sort of butt. The dress then goes all the way down to the floor, and it does have like a little bit of a fanned out sort of train. Fabric wise, this is really nice. It's very opaque. It's very, very stretchy as well. So I have high hopes for this one. Now here is the pink dress. Honestly, I don't love how it looks in the front. It's a little bit plain in my opinion. It does fit okay, but again, you definitely have to wear seamless underwear with this, otherwise it's literally just gonna show every lump and bump. The neckline of this is okay, but I do feel like it could have had a little bit more coverage around the sides of the breasts. Again, I just feel a little bit exposed, especially from the sides. But I guess the moment you guys are waiting for is to actually see the back, and here it is. The back is honestly a showstopper. I really, really love the ruching. I love the way that it's tied. The way that it fastens in the back is so cool. You basically just kind of wrap it around that little metal hoop and then it drapes all the way down. I love how dramatic the back is, and it goes so far down to the ground. I feel like this would be a really cool prom dress if it was a little bit more covering on the sides. In general, I do feel like this dress does look like the photo. I don't love the front though on me. I just feel like it looks a little bit weird, but the back is honestly amazing. So just for the back alone, I'm gonna have to give this like an 8 out of 10. And now the very last dress we're gonna be trying out is this here, and honestly I fell in love with this. It is so me. It's a glittery black dress which actually comes with a matching pair of like long gloves, which honestly is such a vibe. Anytime I see a dress with gloves, I am just sold. So this dress was 16 pounds and this is what it looks like. First of all, the fabric is stunning. Look at it. It literally looks like a starry night. I'm obsessed with this. The only criticism I have is the fact that the straps are not adjustable. However, they are quite stretchy, so hopefully that will be okay. The dress is pretty snatched in the waist. It has like that shape all on its own, so I have high hopes for this. The only thing that would have made this dress better is if it had something built in the cups. I mean, the cups of the dress are quite thick, but I like that rigidity just to give you a bit more structure. It then also comes with a matching pair of gloves. These are so cute. They're made of like a mesh kind of fabric, but it still has all those like glittery aspects to it. So let's put this one to the test and see how comfortable it is, because the fabric does seem a little bit scratchy. Okay, this dress is giving body. Am I right? I love the way that this fits on my body. It's hugging me in all the right places. It's really accentuating my figure, which I love. The gloves, I mean, they definitely serve a purpose, but they're not really the best. I mean, they are kind of like lowering down as we speak. They don't have an awful lot of grip or like tightness at the band right here, so that's a problem. Also, as much as I love the shape and like the fit of this dress, also the slit is everything, I do not like the actual texture of the dress. It's very like itchy and scratchy. When I brush my arms along like this, I just feel like literally razor blades cutting up my skin on the sides. So yeah, comfort wise, it's definitely not the nicest to touch. It's very coarse, so it kind of feels like sandpaper in all honesty. But beauty is pain, and I feel like this dress is so stunning, I kind of have to bypass that. This is what it looks like from the front as well as the back. It's pretty plain on the back. Even though this doesn't have any like fitted cups or anything inside this like bra area, it still feels pretty supportive, and I'm just wearing nipple covers underneath this. So yeah, all in all, I really love this. I think I'm gonna have to give this like a 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 if the fabric wasn't so scratchy. All right guys, so that was everything for today's video of me trying out these super unrealistic dresses from Temu. Let me know which one of these dresses was your favorite. I feel like my favorite was definitely the third one this time. Considering the dresses were super inexpensive, I feel like they were not that bad. I mean, when it comes to Temu, we always have like our reservations about ordering from there, and to be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. If you guys enjoy these kinds of videos, definitely smash that huge thumbs up down below, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, because I would love to have you here. It was actually my birthday yesterday, so thank you all so much for sending me like birthday wishes on Instagram. I really appreciate it. But anyways, as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Mwah.